This is a day that the Lord has made. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I am feeling like doing my skincare with y'all again. I go through these phases. I could be so consistent with videos and then I'm not, and then I am. But right now, let's just go with it. I'm going to repeat the entire thing I did last night, except change the moisturizer. I'm curious because that's now mucin. When I wake up, and I noticed it once before, that my face is super oily and I don't like it. But I don't know if it's that moisturizer or what, or if it's the glycolic acid step. We're gonna do it. I need to know for myself because these are the silly things that bother me and I have to know. So I washed my face, brushed my teeth, did all that. It's fairly early in the night. I'm trying to be good about getting my sleep in, like I said in a previous video where I was like, this is my challenge, because those are the type of things that go through my mind. I have all these crazy ideas and thoughts. Some I act on and some I don't. So here we are. It is Arizona. We had, well, where I live, we did have lightning, thunder, and rain that came about midnight. Right after I finished recording my video, the thunder and rain came. We had seen the lightning when I went with my son to McDonald's last night. It looked so pretty and I wished I had my phone with me, but I told you guys I didn't. I didn't have a camera, I didn't have my phone, I just went. So it's a bit humid. That's where I'm going. But at the same time, the weather is starting to cool down. So I was doing yard work earlier today. What I really want to talk about is cutting costs. Some of the people I subscribe to, I hear them saying how the struggle is real right now. Thankfully, thank you God that He has always provided for me. But it was a journey. But I do want to talk about some costs that I have cut in this past year. And maybe it will help someone. Maybe not. I don't know. So one of my favorite, while I'm waiting for this glycolic acid to dry, one of my favorite places to go not grocery shopping. One of my favorite places to go shopping to, it's used to be my happy place. It used to be a place when I was bored, I would go. I would just take my time and go down every single aisle by myself. Of course, if my son wanted to come, he could, but he doesn't really want to hang out with mom anymore. Well, I would go there, maybe needing one or two things. That's it. And I would come out with $25 to $40 every time. And sometimes it was a weekly thing. Sometimes it was every payday. Just depended, what was going on. And I had to stop that. I was like, Vanessa, if you're gonna go and then just get what you need. So I probably go in there once a quarter, once every 3 months. And I will shop for things I really need. And it's usually seasonal time, so I might grab a few things that I don't need. And then later I'm like, Vanessa, why did you do that? And then I will go return, because that's my number 2 thing. I have been diligent in returning things that don't fit, that I don't like, that whatever the reason may be. instead of holding on to it thinking I will fit into it or I might need this. I had to forget about that. And I have returned every single thing this year. Another thing that has helped me to cut costs is eating out less. Now it is just my son and I. So sometimes it seems practical for me and him to eat out instead of me take the time of shopping for the food, take the time of prepping the food, taking the time of cooking the food, taking the time to wash all the dishes. I mean, when you add up all of those costs, your time, it could be more expensive than eating out. But I am trying to be more healthy, and so is my son. So I had to tell myself, it doesn't matter if it might cost the same to eat out. There's a lot of sodium in there. There's a lot of preservatives in there. As much as I want to believe I'm still eating a homemade cooked meal at some of the restaurants, there's got to be preservatives and all that. So I had to stop that also. Something that I didn't want to do, but I think it is saving us money. I do buy soda. My son likes Coke Zero and I like the Diet Coke now. I'm hooked on Cokes. That's what I'm calling her my friend, but she has quite a big channel. Her name is Judy, and I think it's called Pretty in Paris, Texas, or something like that. She's always saying I'm back on the Cokes. The reason I started to buy soda, and I buy it when it's on sale, I buy it where it is more affordable, is because my son and I went through a little phase where we would go to Circle K almost every day. Come on, come out. I barely started using you. Oh no, too much came out. Yeah, we went through a phase of, no, I did not want to do that. Going to Circle K every day. Getting us both a soda. I'm gonna have to use this all over my face. Well, no, it's gonna mess up my experiment. Let me just put it on the back of my hands. Every now and then, I will put some expensive product or quality product, let me say that, because I don't pay a lot of money for my stuff, on the back of my hands. We would go to Circle K, we would go to McDonald's, we would go to Dairy Queen. Our local Dairy Queen has 99-cent drinks no matter what size. Or we would go to Sonic, even though it was the half price on the app or during happy hour, it still adds up. So I started buying our own. Now that was a good and bad idea, because we probably drink 2 a day, both of us. Because it's at home. Is that cheaper? Well, I did buy a 6-pack for $3 the other day. So what does that come out to? 50 cents each. So yeah, it is cheaper, even though we're drinking 2 a day. I stopped going to McDonald's to get my fraps, and so did my son. I started to allow him to have a frap, and we both stopped doing that. So we're saving money there. And what it has allowed me to do is 2 things. Save the money, or buy better quality, buy something that I really want. because I tend to buy the cheap stuff and then wish that I would have splurged a little more to get a better quality. That's right. I used to do, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just buy what is the more expensive item, but I know will be better quality. I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Is there anywhere you can save that you didn't think you could? I know there was a point in time where I absolutely had to cut down to the bare minimum. And I wasn't a spender then, but I knew I was still able to find places to save money. You just have to really think about it and not be spontaneous and not just clean up everything in your life. Clean up your diet, clean up habits, clean up, maybe, I don't want to call them addictions. Maybe habits was a better word. There are things where you can cut back on and find some savings. But I do pray and wish all of y'all well who are struggling. And I am so thankful and grateful to the Lord for the path that I chose. And it was not easy. But now I am good. I don't know how to say this, nicely, or how this video is going to come out, but that's my story. That's my truth. That I chose every important decision, like big, huge, important decision. I talked to the Lord about it. I prayed on it. I took time before I would jump into something. And I do believe the Lord gave me an answer, and I would take that path. He never failed me. It was never a bad choice. But now I'm trying to teach my son that. Not sure he's understanding that, because I did grow up in poverty. And I've raised my son to not live in poverty. But how do I ensure that he does even better than me? Because I think it's a true statement to say that us parents always want our children to be better than us. And I do want my son to figure things out and have a better life than mine has been so far. It's been great. It really has. But I know, again, there's always room for improvement. There's always somewhere you can cut. There's always somewhere you could just do a little tweaking and get a better result. And that's how my mind functions. Sometimes I don't like it because I have so many thoughts and so many ideas that it's overwhelming and I stress myself out. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. A few tips on places you can save on, cut costs. All right. Sunday night is not my favorite. Even though I tried to live it like it's a Friday, Sunday night is not my favorite because that means I got to go back to work tomorrow. So again, I could stay on here talking with you guys because I enjoy this, but I've got to cut this off. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, today's going to be what you make of it. I'll see you next time.